steak. So steak is really good for you. So bring me some steak. And bring me some fish. Yeah, so bring me some fish. Fish is good for you. Maybe he asked him to bring some chicken. So bring some chicken, he said, and bring me some fruit. So maybe, boys and girls, he said, bring me some strawberries. I love yummy strawberries, don't you? I love strawberries. Strawberries are so good for you. So maybe he said, bring me strawberries, apples, oranges. So those are the good foods that he said for Melzar to bring him. He said, now, Melzar, you bring me that steak and that fish, and bring me some vegetables from the garden. Bring me some good things like that. Bring me some nice, clean water to drink. And let's see who looks better after 10 days. Let's see if me and my 3 friends look better, or let's see if these other boys look better. So, sure enough, Melzar said, okay, I'll try it for 10 days. And sure enough, boys and girls, after 10 days, Melzar came back, and Daniel and his friends, they looked so much better than all those other boys. They were stronger, boys and girls. Their skin looked better. Their hair looked better. They had more energy. They could work better, and they were way smarter. Boys and girls, the right food makes you smarter. So Melzar said, okay, I'll just keep doing that. Well, guess what, boys and girls? 3 years went by. 3 years is a long time. That's right, 3 years went by. And the king said, okay, I want to see all these boys that I took from this other country. Bring them all to me. That's what the king said. So Melzar did that. He marched all those boys in to see the king. And sure enough, when all those boys that had come from Daniel's home country had come, and they were all lined up in front of the king said, wow. He said, those 4 boys, Daniel and his 3 friends, they look way better than the other boys and girls. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, Daniel and his friends looked happy because they were healthy, they were strong, they were super smart, they did great on all their tests. They had lots of energy. They had smiling faces. Boys and girls, their hair looked better. And those other boys that had been eating snack cakes and Twinkies and drinking soda and just eating potato chips and maybe even drinking beer or wine and smoking cigarettes, boys and girls, those boys looked like this. They were like so tired and sleepy all the time because that food doesn't help you get a lot of rest. They were kind of weak. They could hardly lift anything. Boys and girls, that food was not good for them. Then they kind of even looked a little sick. Look at this picture. They just kind of looked like this. Oh, wow. So, boys and girls, the king learned a lesson, didn't he? And Melzar learned a lesson that Daniel and his friends had the right idea. Now, why did Daniel and his friends do that? They looked 10 times better than those other boys. And that was because Daniel and his friends learned it's very important that we take care of our bodies. Okay, boys and girls, you have to take care of the bodies that God gave you. That's very important. So how do you take care of your body, boys and girls? You take care of your body by getting the right amount of sleep. You want to sleep when your mom and dad tell you. By eating the right things. By drinking the right things. Drink lots of water. Don't drink a lot of soda. And never drink what? What are you never going to drink? We're never going to drink beer or wine. So beer or wine has a big X on it. We're never going to drink that. That's horrible for our bodies. And we're never, ever, 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 ever going to smoke. Okay, so we're never going to smoke cigarettes. That's right. So so we have to learn those lessons. It's important for you to learn those lessons as a little kid, boys and girls, because sometimes you're going to grow up and somebody's going to say, hey, you want to just try this cigarette? Boys and girls, you tell them no, because you tell them that your body is God's house. God lives in your body. He lives on your inside and your outside, boys and girls. Whatever you put inside, you're putting that in God's temple. You're putting that in God's body. So put good things in God's body. So never, ever, ever put cigarettes into your body. Never, ever smoke cigarettes. And never, ever, ever drink beer or wine. So that's a big X on that, boys and girls. We never do that. And make sure if you're eating candy that you're just eating a little bit of candy. And only when mom and dad tell you. So it's okay to have some of these chips and soda and cupcakes sometimes, but we can't eat them all the time. We can't have all cupcakes and chips for breakfast or lunch. So boys and girls, it's just very important that you take care of this body that God gave you, because you're only going to get this one, okay? So just remember, God's in your body, so whatever you take into your body, you're giving that to God. So you only want to give God good things. So boys and girls, I hope that you've enjoyed the lesson. I hope that you've learned a little bit about Daniel and how hard it was for Daniel and his friends to take a stand for God and to say that they weren't going to do ungodly things, that they were only going to do things that please God, and that's what I want you to do, boys and girls. I want you to do things that please God, things that will help your body, that will please your mom and dad. So boys and girls, I hope that you've enjoyed the lesson. I hope that you will tune in again next week if we're not back in church to the lesson. I hope that you'll hit like and let me know that you like it. Let me know what songs you want to sing. Boys and girls, I just love you so much, and I'm so happy that I got to teach you this lesson, and I hope that you enjoyed the lesson. So remember, eat the right things, boys and girls. Drink the right things. Get plenty of exercise. And be sure to obey your parents and your teachers. Okay, boys and girls? I hope that you have a great week, and I hope to see you in the parking lot service at church. Miss Sue loves you. Don't ever forget that. Bye-bye.